Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Randall Sasa. I am an assistant professor of nursing at Queensborough Community College. It is my pleasure to serve as your Master of Ceremonies today. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the college, as well as the Student Nurses Association, I welcome you all to this candlelighting ceremony in honor of the graduating class of Spring 2020 of the Nursing Department, Queensborough Community College of the City University of New York. Ladies and gentlemen, please give our graduates a round of applause. Please rise for the national anthem of the United States of America. Thank you very much. The invocation will be led by one of our esteemed professors in the Department of Nursing, Dr. Barbara Blake Campbell.
Good afternoon to everyone. Let's get centered for the invocation. God of all creation, unchanging and ever present, we thank you for this moment in time. Thank you for bringing us to this moment with purpose and intention. It is neither by accident nor incident. Thank you for the beauty that can be created in difficult times. Remind us again that uncertainty is an opportunity that brings new challenges. Uncertainty exposes the true content of our character. Uncertainty reignites our hopes in unseen possibilities and showed us our greatest fears and the ability to face them as victors. And when the season is over and we emerge transformed, let us not forget the lessons taught in this moment. When we collectively grieve, heal, and adjust to a new world, we sincerely ask you to continue to stir us. Stir us, Lord, when we are too satisfied with ourselves or we settle for too little. Stir us when we dream too small or stop dreaming at all. Stir us when we accumulate too much and give too little. Stir us when we take the gift of time and connection for granted. Stir us to show out our true and authentic selves, to serve with greater capacity, to face broader horizons and chart wider seas. When dark storms remind us of the many things we can't control, let us not lose sight of the inner light that grants us our way home. And when we lose sight of land, let us navigate with the stars. Like all things in the universe, there is destruction, but also rebirth. Darkness, but also light. Despair, but also hope. May we find peace in a plan greater than what we can comprehend, and know that we are bringing the best, and you are bringing the best out of us to rise to our highest selves. Amen.
Amen. The world has changed since 2 months ago. Because of the restrictions brought about by COVID-19 pandemic disease, most schools nationwide have suspended in-person classes as well as graduation ceremonies. And so here we are. In spite of the difficulties we face, there is always something to be thankful for. As for me, I am thankful for 55 individuals whom we are celebrating today. These young men and women have surmounted the challenges of nursing school. Nursing school is tough because the demands of the nursing profession is tough. Nurses have in their hands matters of life and death among many other competing demands. Our graduates have earned their stripes and have proven that they have what it takes to be entrusted the lives of those who are sick and in need of care. At this point in the program, I would like to acknowledge nurses, doctors, and other healthcare workers who are in attendance in this virtual ceremony. Now, more than ever, we are grateful for you risking your lives to save others. Thank you for all that you do. I also would like to acknowledge other frontline workers, firefighters, police officers, members of the Armed Forces of the United States, both active and retired. If you are with us today, know that we thank and appreciate you for your service. At this juncture, I would like to call on Dr. Timothy Lynch, President of Queensborough Community College, for his words of welcome.
Thank you, and good afternoon. These are extraordinary times, and you are extraordinary individuals. That's not a hyperbole nor an overstatement. In the climate we find ourselves in today, your vocation and your profession are not just expressions of your knowledge, your skill, and your grit, but it's a significant outward sign of your love for our diverse community, for our individual and collective health, our well-being, care, and our comfort. You are also shining examples of intellect, civility, selflessness, and compassion, all of which we need more of, especially now, everywhere. You are pioneers. Again, this is not an overstatement, but an acknowledgement that in this first graduating class here in this pandemic, as well as the courage you have and the inner strength that you will call upon, not just to persevere, but to rise in the face of what will be challenging times in the months and the years ahead. Some of you I know would not reflect on the meaning of today in words such as these. Many students have told me simply and eloquently that nursing is something they feel deeply and that they are called to do. Nurses make history every day. I know, I'm a historian, so I can speak from what I understand. And it is essential for us to recognize that today's graduates, today's events are indeed historical. You are shining lights, and you pass on your light to others, it will not diminish. It will burn brighter, stronger, and longer. At Queensborough, we talk about being one community with infinite possibilities. Today, you champion that ideal and are sterling examples of what community truly means. Community is not just a modifier or adjective that describes Queensborough. It's our mission. It's who we are, and it's what we do. It's making personal protective equipment on campus. It's helping our students in crisis, whatever that may be. It's many of you and your fellow students stepping up and stepping out to care for the sick, to hold their hands during this crisis. I am very proud to be a part of this incredible community, and equally proud and grateful to you, your families, your professors, for making Queensborough so integral to Queens, to New York City, and to our community's health, safety, and well-being. Thank you for all you've done and for choosing Queensborough. And congratulations on your achievements.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lynch. Professor Annemarie Menendez, chairperson of the nursing department, will deliver her address.
Congratulations and welcome. First, I want to thank Dr. Byfield, Professor Sassa, and Professor Say for making this event possible. We weren't sure that we were going to pull this off, but thanks to these wonderful faculty, we're able to celebrate with you today. So thank you so much. Congratulations, students. What an amazing feat to get through your last semester in your nursing program during this unprecedented time in our history. In less than a week's time, you had to move to completely online learning, including your clinical rotations. Many of you had to juggle your studies with work, and for some, your children's schooling, who were also beginning online. Some were caring for sick family members, and concern for your own and your loved ones' health had to be ever present. With science and evidence-based medicine as our guide, there are many things we will learn in the coming days and months into this terrible tragedy. However, one thing we do know for sure, nurses are and will continue to be critical personnel in navigating through this challenging time in healthcare. You cannot watch the news, read a newspaper, or as nursing faculty members speak with nurses throughout many healthcare systems without discussing nurses' role in this pandemic. Some stories frightened me, some alarmed me, and some made me cry. But all stories made me very proud of our colleagues at the front lines. As you leave Queensborough and move into your BSN programs and the workforce, you may experience many of these feelings. It should be reassuring to know that nurses and essential workers have lower rates of COVID-19, even those caring for the sickest of patients. Nurses have been trained to protect themselves and, of course, their patients. At Queensborough, you have been well prepared to meet these challenges. In the future, you will look back on these times and perhaps wonder, how did I do it? How surreal it all seemed. But I truly hope that you will remember Queensborough fondly as the safe ship in a rough storm. We are excited to hear of all your new journeys. Godspeed and good luck, graduates. You are amazing.
Thank you, Professor Menendez. Professor Janice Malloy will deliver her congratulatory address to the graduating class. Professor Malloy.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and most important, good afternoon, graduates. You are amazing. Professor Menendez is right, absolutely amazing. It is my honor to deliver the congratulatory address and celebrate this great day of joy. You're graduating at an important time in history. The World Health Organization has declared 2020 the year of the nurse. They have described nurses as the bridge to healthcare and a critical link between people in the community and the healthcare system. As our world has been challenged by this global pandemic, which has put our lives on hold, nurses remain on the forefront of healthcare, exhibiting grit, determination, and resilience. These are the qualities of the graduating class at QCC today. As we begin to rebuild our world, remember, there is a silver lining in the cloud we call COVID. And it's you guys. It's the graduating class today, right now. We feel very proud of each and every one of you. As you leave your home here at Queensborough, I would like to share a few personal hopes for each and every one of you. I hope your curiosity continues to grow each and every day of your nursing career. I hope you remain the caring, nurturing, kind people you are at this very moment. I hope you will always honor this noble profession with honesty and integrity. I hope you will become a lifelong learner, both formal and informal. I hope you maintain your personal wellness and happiness as you, the nurses, are the anchor to healthcare. I hope you will know that you must perform 100% on the first minute of your shift and the last minute of your shift. And I hope you know how to don and doff PPE. And I hope the next time we meet, it's in person so I can properly offer you a proper congratulations. You have crossed the finish line. Now keep going. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Stay excited about the limitless possibilities and forge ahead with conviction. Search for the best in humanity, as you have an obligation to the health and well-being of our patients you serve, COVID or not COVID. And please remember, it's the smallest of actions that are the most compelling to a human being. You are healers. Share your wisdom. We need you now more than ever in healthcare, and you are our future healthcare heroes. Go forth, represent us well. I'd like to conclude by a quote by Winston Churchill. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Congratulations, class of 2020. Goal achieved. I salute you.
Thank you so much, Professor Malloy, for that inspirational message. The time has come for the formal candlelighting ceremony. Candlelighting is attributed to Florence Nightingale, who is considered the mother of modern nursing. During the Crimean War, Nightingale went on rounds at night, carrying her lamp, checking on her patients devotedly. These patients were mostly sick or wounded soldiers in the war. Nursing schools nationwide have since adopted the tradition of candlelighting. Before graduating, nursing students light a candle and take a solemn vow before the public whom they will serve. For safety reasons, we will forego lighting of actual candles in this ceremony, but please direct your attention to the screen. We shall now light, virtually, the nursing lamp of Queensborough Community College. Let there be fire. Queensborough Community College prides itself in sending forth these nurses, 55 new nurses into the world who carry with them a glimmer of light amid the darkness of disease and human suffering, especially during these pandemic times. Dear nursing graduates, kindle in your hearts the fire for service, compassion, and uprightness. Remember that the very reason why there are nurses is because there is another human being who is in need of care. Let God's light shine in you and through you. Take these things to heart as you take your solemn vow today. At this time, the graduating class will recite the Nurses' Pledge. The Nurses' Pledge will be led by Johan Nunez, Treasurer of the Student Nurses Association.
The Nightingale Pledge. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I shall abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and shall not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I shall do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession, and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping, and all family affairs come into my knowledge in the practice of my calling. I shall be loyal to my work and devoted towards the welfare of those committed to my care.
Thank you very much, graduates. Richard Liu, President of the Student Nurses Association, will give his farewell address. Richard?
Good afternoon, President Timothy Lynch, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Sandra Palmer, Nursing Chairperson, Annemarie Menendez, faculty, family, and friends. On behalf of the graduating class of Spring 2020, I would like to thank everyone for attending our first virtual candlelighting ceremony. During these surreal times, I am glad that we can still meet through Zoom. It seems like yesterday when we began our journey in the nursing program, and I cannot believe how fast these 4 semesters have gone by. Saying this program was hard will be a total understatement, but we've made memories that will last a lifetime. What was once a classroom filled with strangers are now like my second family. We studied together, we ate together, we cried together. When times got tough and we wanted to give up, we supported each other with encouragement and hopefulness. Then before I knew it, we had become each other's cervical spine. Because just as C3, C4, C5 keeps the diaphragm alive, we've held each other up with unwavering faith. I want to extend our gratitude to our family and friends for putting up with us these past 2 years. Thank you for all the times you let us take your blood pressure and shine a pen light in your eyes. Thank you for letting us practice our physical assessment as we told you to take another deep breath. Thank you for giving us love and comfort through our times of hardship. We are proud, we are grateful, and we are lucky to have you together with us at the finish line. Over the past month, I have watched nurses and other healthcare workers on the front lines battling the COVID-19 pandemic. Their arrival to every shift and dedication to make a difference has provided me with new insight on the qualities engraved in the word nurse. I would like to share these qualities with you today. Starting with the letter N, and nursing stands for necessity. Nurses are at the forefront of patient care. They have been well trained in communication and nursing interventions to become the bridge that connects patients to medicine. They are also necessary for when your relatives call saying, it kind of hurts when I do this, what do you think it is? Next, U in nurse stands for united. It does not matter where you're from or what language you speak, as long as you have a heart for healthcare, you are welcome with open arms into the nursing family. R is for resilient. The phrase, taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back, does not apply to nurses. When faced with adversities, nurses are optimistic, they are composed, they are resilient. S is for selfish. Yes, selfish. Let me explain. The definition of the word is a person, action, or motive lacking consideration for others, concerned chiefly with one's own personal profit or pleasure. I can tell you that a nurse finds greatest pleasure in seeing their patients heal both mentally and physically, and their greatest personal profit is watching them leave the unit with a face full of smiles. So in a way, nurses are selfish because we want everyone to be happy and healthy. Lastly, E for exhausted. I don't think I need to explain this one. Before I conclude, I would like my fellow graduates to take a few deep breaths. As you breathe in, remember all the hard work that you put up to until this moment. Remember those long nights of brutal studying that has led you here. Then as you breathe out, I want you to proudly wear the title of nurse on your chest because you all undoubtedly deserve to do so. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. We will now have the presentation of the graduates. I will call on the names of the graduate nurses one by one, and we will be spotlighting their video as we go along. Enrique Andrade, Ernest Jefferson Antonino, Lori Bailey. Lillian Balzano. Michelle Paula Bedoya. Claudia Daniela Calzada. Natasha Alexandra Castro. Car Wayne Chang. Claudia Elizabeth Chavez. David Choi. Jade Yi Chang. Pauline Claire Claudio. Maurice Cohen. Danny Dong. Martina Featherston. Kayleen Green. Jessie Camila Guzman Rodriguez. Andriana Shanette Headley. Crystal Henry. Mary Hong. Yvonne Huang. Angie Carolina Jimenez. Narinderjeet Kaur. Esther Kaziyeva. Bunta Lawson. Brando Lee. Yin Lee. Shauri Lee. Tian Lin. Shue Lin. Richard Liu. Jose Alejandro Maria. Thomas McGowan. Sanya Milkovic. Zaina Moore. Nikauri Moronta. Johan Barczynski Nunez. Stephanie Pantano. Alisa Regonia. Shanika Reed. Nicole Robinson. Coriani Rosario Terrero. Atia Cynthia. Jessica Stillwagon. Shubira Suruj Nareen. Vanessa Tapia. Chi Zoe Wang. Yanfang Wang. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the nursing graduates of Queensborough Community College of the City University of New York.
Jessica.
Congratulations, everyone. This occasion would not have been possible without the help of the Student Nurses Association of Queensborough Community College. And so I would like to acknowledge the outgoing officers of the SNA, and we will begin with the President, Richard Liu. Maurice Cohen, First Vice President. Lori Bailey, Second Vice President. Johan Nunez, Treasurer. Coriani Rosario, Secretary. Bessie Collin, Senator. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for staying on with us. At this time, we will watch a short video tribute to the graduating class. And let me roll the film.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always
First date.
Keeps on thinking it's our time to fly.
Goodbye. 201, here we come.
As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Friends forever. Will we think about tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will this memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Sia.
Thank you so much.
Gracias, professor.
And then Shanika's was a professor. Could we go home? And Shannon.
This exam, I don't know how to study for. You know, this just I don't know what to do. This exam, I'm really worried about right now.
Right here. What do you say right there?
And that concludes our program for today. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the graduating class, as well as the faculty and staff of Queensborough Community College, we thank you for coming to this first virtual candlelighting ceremony. Congratulations, everyone.